Have you ever wondered if some common items in your home could pose a risk to your health? Many everyday items that we use without thinking can contain hidden toxins and germs. In this video, I'll show you 8 household items that can have a detrimental effect on your health if not handled carefully. Many people think their home is a safe place, but they are unwittingly exposing themselves to harmful substances that have been linked to cancer, hormonal disruption, respiratory problems, and other health issues. Be on the lookout for hidden dangers that may be right before your eyes. Get ready to see your everyday products in a new light. Let's start with something seemingly harmless: scented candles. Everyone loves the warm ambience and tempting aromas that come from these beloved decorative items. However, behind these enticing scents lurk worrying chemicals. Many scented candles often contain components such as limonene and phthalates. Limonene has a lovely citrus scent and can be found in a wide range of scented products, including candles. Although it appears harmless, when released into the air it can transform into formaldehyde, a carcinogenic substance for humans. Exposure to formaldehyde has been linked to health problems such as inflammatory reactions, liver toxicity, and increased risk of lung and breast cancer. Additionally, pregnant women and their fetuses may experience adverse effects from exposure to this substance. On the other hand, phthalates in scented candles help to prolong the duration of the scent. However, phthalates have been found to be endocrine disruptors. Excessive exposure can lead to hormonal imbalances, increased risk of liver cancer, and possible complications for pregnant women and their unborn babies. Additionally, these chemicals have harmful effects on brain development, contributing to disorders such as ADHD and worsening behavioral problems in children. It turns out that scented candles aren't as harmless as they seem. The International Agency for Research on Cancer found that 91% of common household products release formaldehyde. It's important not to burn candles indoors or in the bedroom, as this can increase carbon monoxide levels, which can cause symptoms like dizziness, headaches, and nausea. It's recommended to use scented products sparingly and to ventilate your home well, opening windows rather than relying on candles to eliminate odors. Let's move on to the next item: humidifiers. Many people use them in their homes to humidify dry air during the winter season. However, appearances can be deceiving. A study that looked at bacteria levels in humidifier water tanks over a period of time found that after 12 hours, purified water and tap water had comparable amounts of microbes. Surprisingly, the presence of chlorine in tap water did not effectively kill germs or inhibit bacterial growth. According to experts, humidifiers tend to encourage bacterial growth due to prolonged storage of water, regardless of its source. If the tanks are not properly maintained, harmful bacteria such as Pseudomonas aeruginosa, Legionella, and Streptococcus pneumoniae can grow, which can cause serious health complications such as pneumonia, respiratory illnesses, and sepsis. It is essential to periodically clean the humidifier's water tank every 3 to 4 days to prevent bacteria buildup and to leave the device open and dry when not in use. For proper maintenance, it is essential to disinfect the humidifier using a solution of white vinegar or diluted bleach, always following the manufacturer's instructions. It is not enough to simply change the water, it is also necessary to ensure that there are no residues that encourage the growth of microorganisms. Additionally, the use of essential oils in humidifiers should be avoided unless they are designed for this purpose, as certain oils can damage the components of the device and encourage the proliferation of mold. Third, let's talk about dry-cleaned clothing. While dry cleaning services are convenient for delicate clothing, it's important to be aware of the potential dangers. Many dry cleaners use harsh solvents like perchloroethylene, PERC, to remove stubborn stains. However, PERC is widely recognized as a carcinogen. Prolonged exposure to these substances can be harmful to our health, entering the body through the skin or by inhalation, which can lead to the development of diseases. Studies have indicated that prolonged exposure to PERC increases the risk of developing cancer of the esophagus, uterus, and bladder. Inhaling the fumes can also cause dizziness, nose and throat irritation, memory problems, and skin rashes. To minimize these risks, it is advisable to remove the plastic covering from dry-cleaned clothing and allow it to air out in a well-ventilated area for at least 4 hours before storing it. Make sure to store it in a cool, shaded place to prevent the buildup of toxic fumes. Also, consider looking for eco-friendly dry cleaners that use safer dry cleaning methods, such as using liquid CO2 or silicones. These methods are less toxic and less harmful to the environment, which represents a safer alternative for both your health and the planet. Fourth, we have receipts printed on thermal paper. While they look harmless, the printing technology used in these receipts can be harmful to your health. Thermal paper is coated with chemicals that react to heat, such as bisphenol A, BPA, a known endocrine disruptor. BPA can be absorbed through the skin, and prolonged exposure has been linked to hormonal problems, such as reduced male sex hormones and birth defects in women. Even a brief 2-second contact with a receipt can increase BPA absorption significantly. Studies have shown that BPA can be transferred more easily if creams or lotions have been used on the hands, as these substances facilitate the penetration of the chemical into the skin. It is best to avoid keeping receipts in your wallet or purse, as constant contact can increase exposure. If you must handle them frequently, wearing gloves to protect yourself is a good option. Alternatively, many retailers are starting to offer electronic receipts. Whenever possible, opt to receive your purchase receipts digitally to avoid direct contact with thermal paper. Also, be sure to dispose of receipts properly and don't recycle them with other papers, as BPA can contaminate other recycled materials. Fifth, antibacterial soaps. Although they might be thought to offer greater protection, the active ingredient triclosan has been linked to hormonal changes, antibiotic resistance, and decreased immune function. Additionally, triclosan can react with chlorine in tap water, forming chloroform gas, which can cause depression, liver problems, and cancer. In 2016, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, banned triclosan in antibacterial soaps due to its potential risks. It's preferable to use plain soap and water to effectively clean your hands. Studies have also indicated that overuse of antibacterial soaps can upset the balance of bacteria on the skin, killing off both harmful and beneficial bacteria. This can result in increased susceptibility to infections and dermatological problems. Therefore, limiting the use of these products and opting for more natural alternatives is a better choice for your health. Sixth, nonstick pans. Although very convenient, the nonstick surface can deteriorate over time and release harmful fumes. The material that coats these pans, known as PFOA, has been classified as a probable carcinogen. Overheating nonstick coatings releases particles that can be ingested with food. It is best to replace old pans and opt for ceramic or stainless steel cookware. Improper use of nonstick pans, such as cooking at high temperatures or using metal utensils that can scratch the surface, can increase health risks. If you decide to continue using nonstick pans, make sure not to overheat them and use silicone or wooden utensils to avoid damaging the coating. Proper kitchen ventilation is also crucial to prevent the buildup of toxic fumes in the environment. Seventh, air fresheners. Although they may seem harmless, most of them contain phthalates, which can linger in the air for long periods and have been linked to fertility problems, asthma, and cancer. Instead of using air fresheners, try ventilating rooms and using indoor plants such as orchids or aloe vera to purify the air naturally. Plants help remove toxins from the air and also add an aesthetic touch to your home. Air fresheners also often contain volatile organic compounds, VOCs, which can cause irritation to the eyes, nose, and throat, and in the long term, more serious problems such as damage to the liver, kidneys, and central nervous system. It is advisable to opt for natural alternatives to scent your home, such as essential oil diffusers, without phthalates, unscented beeswax candles, or simply letting fresh air circulate through the rooms. Lastly, in eighth place, plastic food containers. Although very convenient, hard plastic containers can release estrogen-mimicking chemicals, such as bisphenol and phthalates, especially when heated. These chemicals can build up in the body and disrupt hormonal functions. A study by the Endocrine Society found that exposure to common food preservatives, such as propylparaben, can activate genes associated with breast cancer tumor growth. Heating food in plastic containers accelerates the release of these chemicals. Whenever possible, consider replacing plastic containers with glass or stainless steel options, and avoid heating food in plastic. It's also important to pay attention to recycling symbols on plastic containers, as some types of plastic are safer than others. Plastics labeled with the numbers 2, 4, and 5 are generally safer than those labeled with the numbers 3, 6, and 7. With a little attention and smart practices, we can significantly reduce the risks associated with toxins and bacteria in our homes. Evaluate the items you use daily and replace those that may be causing problems. Air out your rooms regularly and consider adopting more environmentally friendly practices. I hope this video inspires you to make positive changes and live more consciously. Share your thoughts in the comments and always remember to prioritize your well-being. The information presented today may seem overwhelming, but every small change adds up to protecting your health and the health of your loved ones. Together, we can make our homes a safer and healthier place.